Good afternoon. I'm Deacon Jay, and today is Sunday. It is December 26th, and I'm going to read the homily that I gave today at St. Francis de Sales Parish in Lebanon at the 9 and 11 o'clock Mass. And it was really awesome to give this homily at these Masses because I've been a member of that parish since 1972. And I know many of the families in the parish, and many of the families in the parish know me. And in this homily, much of the homily itself is taken from Peter Kreeft's commentary titled Food for the Soul. So today is Holy Family Sunday. It's a day when the Church honors not only the Holy Family of Jesus, Mary and Joseph, but also our families and the institution of family itself, which was designed by God. I often witness the faith of the family when I'm present at the funeral of the matriarch or patriarch of the family. When the faith of the family is strong, it's likely that the deceased was instrumental in leading their children or grandchildren closer to the Lord. When I see this, I'm hopeful for the family, for our church, for our nation, and for our society. Marriage is the creation of the family, the very essence of the family, the minimum core of it. It is the thing that in itself constitutes a family, and without it we do not have a family, whatever else we may have. Marriage is a man and a woman who promise fidelity and are open to having children. That's the design created and willed by God the Creator, and no one can change that design. The family is the single most important institution on earth. It's the first place where we learn life's most important lesson, unselfish love, the love that consists in the gift of our very self and life to others. The family is the pay-it-forward system. No one can possibly give their parents the gift their parents gave to them, the gift of life. We cannot pay back that debt, so we pay it forward to our children. That's the rationale behind God's creation, the family. The family is in desperate straits today. A stable family is now the exception rather than the rule. We can do more for the world, more for the future of the human race, by being good family members, by loving and respecting and honoring and working for the good of our families, than by anything else we can possibly do. Even when a family becomes dysfunctional, it's still a family. A bad family can become a good family again. There's the same kind of hope for a bad family as there is for a bad individual. And every family, in some respects, is a bad family, a fallen family, just as every individual is a fallen individual, including those who become saints. There's a little bad in the best of us, and a little good in the worst of us, and there's hope for all of us and our families. The family is the first school where we learn genuine, honest love and care for the good of others. Everywhere else, we're loved for what we can do, for our performance, whether in the workplace or in the entertainment industry or in sports. But in our families, we are loved for ourselves. We're loved simply because we belong to them and they belong to us. Outside the walls of our home, we're loved because we perform. Inside, we're loved just because we exist. Every society in history that has had a high respect for the family has also had a high respect for religion. Today, half of our families break apart by divorcing, and breaking the relationship of marriage sometimes causes us to break our relationship with God. Churches and families live and die together. As Father Bernie mentioned in his Christmas homily, the birth of Christ was certainly not beautiful, like we portray in our churches with flowers and nativity scenes. It was messy. Mary, who was about to give birth, rode a donkey to Bethlehem, and then, with no room in the inn, the Holy Family had to stay in a stable, and Jesus was born in a manger where the animals were fed. The Holy Family had to flee to Egypt then, so that Herod didn't kill Jesus. At times, Our families are messy also, for the mess of life is both inevitable and unexpected. It is filled with delightful mysteries and frustrating predicaments, indescribable joy and heart-wrenching suffering. While Christmas is meant to be a joyful time, for some families it's also a trying time due to tension between family members. And some might even be tempted to walk away from their family, to seek a different relationship which hopefully is less stressful. Unfortunately, this normally isn't the right answer either. Like Jesus, we cannot just put down our cross. We cannot just walk away from our problems, especially troubled relationships between family members. Instead, we need to face these issues with sacrificial love, as Jesus did. All of us, as baptized Christians, are part of another family, God's family. We have God as our Father and Mary as our mother. In God's family, all of us are loved. And there's nothing we can do to lose the love of this family. Yesterday we celebrated God's love for each of us. God showed his love that he has for us by sending his Son to suffer and die for us, to open the gates of heaven for us, and to establish his church, the Catholic Church, to help us along our journey. What love our Heavenly Father has for us. Our first reading from the book of Sirach tells us, God sets a father in honor over his children. A mother's authority he conforms over her sons. These two primary authorities God invented are fatherhood and motherhood. Those of us who sit on these thrones must use our God-entrusted authority well, so that someday we'll be remembered as a matriarch or patriarch who strived to lead his or her family to heaven. God bless and have a great day.